Service issued another severe thunderstorm warning for that area, southeastern Oconee and north central Anderson County until 8:45.
Greenwell's coming in for Richmond. Greenwell's coming in from Richmond.
This is Kilo, Quebec 4, Foxtrot Mike.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
NOAA weather radio
What is the name of the
reported
apartment
golf ball
complex?
size hail 5 miles west of Anderson.
Ramble, what is it?
Proceed.
I saw that on the radar, actually. I saw that sail pop up and then cut loose, and then I saw it go away. It's pretty much directed west, kind of Anderson is where it was. It's all part of that one big system that's in town, but kind of moving, to the southeast, slightly to the southeast. And actually one more coming behind it. It's in Gumlog right now, so we'll see where it is. But anyway, so the northern part's kind of quietening down, but that Fairplay area is staying pretty doggone active. Catch you for a while, though. Now this is N9 GSX, standing by here for net, and we'll bring it up in just a minute. Meantime, listening for severe weather reports.
It's gonna be tricky. And I managed. W0AIL, you're beaconing on the repeater here. This is N9 GSX, and we'll try to do a net here in conjunction with taking severe weather reports. National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Hart into northeast Georgia and south central Greenville County and upstate South Carolina, central Anderson County and upstate South Carolina, southeastern Oconee County and southeastern Oconee County and upstate South Carolina until 8:45 p.m. Severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles west of Anderson or near Lake Hartwell, moving east at 40 mile an hour. Hazard, golf ball size hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. As N9 GSX for Thursday night Tech Talk Thursday net. We'll also do Skywarn simultaneously. We will stand by for severe weather reports along with the check-ins for the net. It'll be a little bit different tonight. They don't take much heat to spur them things up. Or spin those things up, I guess.
Welcome to this session of the net. Runs at 8 p.m. Thursday nights. It's N9 GSX. I'll be tonight's net control station. Tonight's net is hosted by TV Talks for Amateur Radio Club. This net meets at 8 p.m. Monday through Friday is a cooperative effort on the warn system repeaters. We'd like to thank system operators for the use of the system. This net may be activated in the event of an emergency as an Aries or Races net, and during severe weather will become part of Operation Skywarn.
For those of you listening and don't know, the beeping is on a different system.
This net is open to all amateur radio
operators for the enhancement of and fellowship of the area hams. It is a directed net. Please, when checking in, push your push to talk. Wait 1 full second to allow the systems to
Three miles
connect
coming
up.
in from Richmond.
Give your call using standard international phonetics, then your name and location. Indicate if you have traffic announcements or would like to stick around for ragchew.
Listening to an amateur radio repeater in Anderson, South Carolina area.
If you have an emergency during the net, state the word emergency along with your call sign, and the net will be turned over. The frequency will be turned over to you for the duration of the emergency. Be aware emergency nets do operate on these frequencies and have precedence over all other traffic.
Once again, the double beeping is on a private repeater, a trunk repeater system. It's not amateur.
Again, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Oconee and central portion of Anderson County and over into Hart County. Thunderstorm moving through there this time till 8:45. It's N9 GSX. Does anyone have traffic announcements for the net? If so, please call now and list what you have.
Again, we're listening to a South Carolina repeater here in Richmond, Virginia via Broadcastify and the Scanner Radio app.
Okay, hearing none. We'll take check-ins from Echo Link and All-Star stations. Echo Link and
Three
All-Star.
miles coming in from Richmond.
Cool. I had no idea. Had no idea they're having a net tonight either.
Control. Control, please check in.
Numbers listed on the website, but they're only for DC options.
KO4VAC.
Does the resident have a
Roger
resident
Anderson,
number?
I'll be negative and negative, 73, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I was just about to contact you. The resident actually put in a work order through the maintenance line. We've disconnected and secured power to the outlet, disconnected the oven from the wall.
And good evening, Roger. Thank you for checking in with us. We advise you do have a severe thunderstorm warning for your area until 8:45. This N9 GSX net control. Like I said, we will take very sure to take weather reports, severe weather. If you have extreme winds, rain in excess of 2 inches per hour rate, hail of any size, and any damaging winds, anything like that, reportable criteria. You can also report severe weather directly to the National Weather Service by calling 1-800-267-8101, or you can do it on the hashtag GSP NWS.
Also listening to Richmond Fire in the background.
All right, we'll now take mobile, portable, and short time stations. Mobile, portable, and short time. Please call net control.
Net control, check in Kilo, Mike 4, Victor, Alpha Hotel, Ron Westminster, KM4, CAH, I'll be negative.
Net control. Zero AIL 0 Alpha India Ruma, Sean West Union. Apologize for the radio. I got some nine radio smarter than I am. So perhaps trying that all the time. Net control. Net control, please taking Kilo, Quebec for Foxtrot 9 Delta 84 SMC. Bill and Mountain Rest, negative, and short term.
The residents actually put in a work order for maintenance. Just the heating element that needs to be replaced.
That Echo Link sounds good.
They disconnected from the
And maybe All-Star.
power outlet.
I think they're running both.
Go ahead.
Please check in, Kilo Echo 3 right, and Kilo Mike on board. Quebec, KF4 DLQ Ruby. Mobile in Seneca now, no traffic, no table. Good night, GSX.
Trucking company.
N9GSX. Good evening, Mike and Manette. Please check in WS4P, Whiskey Sierra 4 Papa, Al and Tomasi, negative and negative, short time.
N9GSX. N9GSX, please check in and out. Kilo Juliet 4, Lima X-ray Delta, KJ4 LXD. Bob, your neighbor on the same side of this field. It was terrible coming home a while ago. I'm son of Cooper. I made it. Control, please check in Kilo 4 Tango Sierra Oscar K4 TSO. This is Don over in Central, and I'll be short time, but I got on the AccuWeather map and seen the storm eastward right through our area, and I can't keep watching this in the other room. So anyway, we'll do what we can. Thank you.
Richard from Engine 8. We don't see community center is closed. We don't see anybody standing outside in the pool area or at the basketball courts.
Control. This is Kilo Juliet 4. Mr. Gulf Papa. 4. This is N9GSX net control for Skywarn and Thursday Night Net. I'd like to recognize N9PKP Jama, short time. Thank you, Jama. KM4VAH, Ron Westminster. Good evening, Ron. W4AIL, Sean, West Union. Good evening, Sean. No problem, buddy. Thanks for taking care of that. KQ4FMD, Bill, Mountain Rest, short time. Good evening, Bill. KE4OGG, Ray, and KF4DLQ, Ruby, Mobile, and Syndicate. Good evening. Be careful there. KK4SAG, Danny, you have a severe thunderstorm over your head there, and till 8:45, a warning for your area. Thank you for checking in with us. Danny is Wednesday night net control. WS4P, Al up in Salem area. Good evening, Al. Good to hear you tonight. Short time. KJ4LXD, Bobby on the other side of the hill here. Good evening, Bobby. Thank you for checking in with us. K4TSO, Don, over in the central area. Got you short time. And KJ4BGP, Scott and Seneca. Good evening, Scott. Do we have anyone wishing to report any severe weather at this time? Okay, if anyone does experience severe weather during this net, just state the word emergency or break in and let us know. Get it reported by one or the other means. Appreciate it. This is N9GSX net control. We're now taking check-ins from mobile, portable, and short-time stations for the net. There. Charlie Kilo Tango, John, and I'm in a honey phase. And good evening, Mike, and tell Jammer hello, and hope y'all doing well up there and got a good net going tonight, Mike. And I'm just checking negative to negative over tonight. KL4CKT, John, and I'm in a honey phase after that.
Richard, we located.
Net control. Net control, please check in Kilo 4 Zulu Lima Echo. That's KE4ZLE, Anthony in Townville. I'll be negative and negative. The storm has lightened up a good little piece over this way in Townville. N9GSX.
evening, you all weather folks. This is WGOG with E4 Golf Oscar Golf. Joshua, up here in Salem, it's calmed down a lot, but that was interesting. Those few minutes there, and we'll just be short time. We're on the HT. We just got back in the house and we're safe.
Pardon me.
This is N9GSX Net Control. Again, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Oconee and north central Anderson County, southwestern Greenville County, until 8:45 p.m. So be aware of that. It's N9GSX, like to recognize KF4CKT, John and Honey and Bath. Good evening, John. Believe we got your cousin his license there last Saturday. Hope he enjoys it. Thanks for checking in with us, John. John's Monday night net controller over to Anderson Net, 14679 at 8:30 p.m. Sure he'd enjoy those again, and we'll join him on Monday nights. Also like to recognize KQ4ZLE, Anthony down in Townville. Good evening, Anthony. Glad the weather's easing up down there on you. And thank you. May have another one coming behind it there. Just be aware of that. K4AFT, Michael in Central, negative. Good evening, Michael. And Josh, W4GOG, tomorrow night's net controller up in Salem. Got you short time. Good evening, Josh. As far as announcements, next Tuesday night at different, so pay attention, different meeting. Kiwi Talks for Amateur Radio Club meeting is going to be held at the High Falls County Park. That's right off of State Road 183 near the nuclear station. Oconee County, High Falls Park, County Park, 6 p.m. Bring your own picnic dinner, and everyone is welcome. Prior to that meeting, Gil KS4YX will have a Parks on the Air station set up if you're interested in seeing what that's about. And after a short business meeting and our dinner, picnic dinner, like I said, bring your own picnic dinner at 6 p.m. After a short business meeting, we're going to have a fox hunt also. So if you're interested in the fox hunt, come on out and have fun. Everyone is invited, and you do not have to be a club member to attend. That's next Tuesday, 6 p.m., Oconee County, High Falls Park. High Falls County Park. I'll get it spit out correctly here in a minute. Everyone's welcome. Does anyone need any fills on the announcement or need any of the short time stations? If so, please call now. Okay, hearing none, any station wishing to secure may do so. We appreciate each one of you taking time out to join us. And again, we will continue here taking severe weather reports between check-ins and taking breaks for that. So if anyone has a severe weather report, go ahead. This is N9GSX. I'm not sure if the GSP Regional Sky Warden's got a net up or not. I'm not able to hear it right at this moment. But apparently they're having problems with their linking system. I heard Billy say that he was going to work on it Tuesday night in hopes of getting it resolved. Apparently they still have some issues. But again, we will take your severe weather reports here and pass those along. This N9GSX net control will now take check-ins all the way through the Alpha through Zulu. N9GSX.
N9GSX. Good evening, Mike. Jamin, everyone on the net. Please check in. Kilo Juliet 4, Hotel Yankee Charlie.
Pardon me.
KJ4HYC. Shane and 6 Mile.
Double.
Good evening, Mike and Annette. Please check in. Kilo Juliet 4, ATM Oscar. That is KJ4YLO. That is Rick. And QTH is West Union, negative and negative.
N9GSX. Please check in Kilo Yankee 4 Alpha Oscar KY4AO. Stephen in Liberty. Evening, Mike, and to everyone on the net. 7-3.
N9GSX. Good evening, Mike. Please check in Kilo Delta 4 Sierra Juliet Charlie. 84 SJC. Still in Hart County, it'll be short time. We got a pretty good storm going. We're under a strict thunderstorm warning, so be short time tonight, Mike. 84 SJC.
Control, please check in Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie, Zulu, India, Walter, and Anderson, be negative.
This is N9GSX Control. I'd like to recognize KJ4HYC Shane over in 6 Mile. Good evening, Shane. KJ4YLO Rick. West Union, negative, negative. Good evening, Rick. KY4AO Stephen in Liberty. Good evening, Stephen. KD4 SJC Joe in Hart County. Be careful, Joe. Looks like you got a couple of cells there in your area. Take care and be careful. Also, I'd like to welcome KR4CCI, I believe, Charlie and Anderson. Good evening and welcome to our net. Did I get the call correct? It was covered up partially by the ID.
About 11-degree temperature drop from front to back on this system.
Call sign correct, Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie, Zulu, India, Walter. That'll be Walter and Anderson.
Very good. I got a question there, Walter. I don't know where I got Charlie, but it's hard telling. Like I said, it was a double there partially with the ID. Not your fault. Don't worry about that. Welcome to our net. Glad to have you along tonight. Thank you for being there. Any others all the way through the alphabet? Alpha through Zulu.
There's a faint beep in the background of that repeater. Barely hear it.
Good evening, Mike. Everybody on it. Please check in K4WRW Kilo 4 Whiskey Romeo Whiskey. Brother Rick over at Pickens, and it is raining cats and dogs and a little bit of thunder. N9GSX. Please check in Kilo 4 Mike Delta India K4MDI Scott. Mobile and Pickens tonight, negative and negative.
I wonder if that repeater's running emergency power.
This is N9GSX for the combined Skywarn and Thursday night net. I'd like to recognize K4WRW. Brother Rick. Good evening, Rick. He's Tuesday night net controller. Be sure to check in with Rick. Also, K4MDI Scott. Good evening, Scott. Thank you for all you do. And be careful out there. We've got a couple of pretty strong cells working their way your direction there. I'm not sure exactly where you're at, but be aware of that. This N9GSX. Any alphabet.
Net control. Net control, please check in KQ4 BYU. That's KQ4 Kilo Victory. Thank you. Uniform. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Scott over here in Seneca near High Falls. Everything's all clear over here. Had one cloud to ground lightning strike, but it was all off in the woods. No damage whatsoever.
This is N9GSX. Like to recognize KQ4 BYU, Scott. Good evening, Scott. Thank you for checking in with us, and appreciate the information weather reports. Anyone else have any severe weather reports they'd like to give at this time? This is N9GSX. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning for the area. If I can get this thing to open up. Basically, it looks like they've got another one on down. Just a minute, we'll open that up also. Severe thunderstorm warning valid till 8:20 p.m. National Weather Service Greenville Spartanburg has issued severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Anderson County, central Abbeville County, northwestern Greenwood County until 9:15 p.m. At 8:20 p.m., severe thunderstorm was located 10 miles south of Anderson or over Star, moving east at 35 mile an hour. Hazard 60 mile an hour wind gust and quarter size hail. That one is until 9:15 p.m. And the other one is still in effect is severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Hart in northeast Georgia, south central Greenville County in South Carolina, central Anderson County in South Carolina, northeastern Abbeville County, southeastern Oconee County until 8:45 p.m. Severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles west of Anderson or near Lake Hartwell, moving east at 40 mile an hour. I'm sure it's moved east of that now. Hazard golf ball size hail, 60 mile an hour wind gust.
Pretty close to Anderson right now as far as what I've got. But I may be a few minutes behind with MyRadar.
Does anybody have any reportable criteria weather reports? Okay, this is NGSX. Announcement I got is the Kiwi Talks Way Amateur Radio Club meeting is having a special meeting next Tuesday night, 6 p.m. If you'll bring a picnic dinner with you to High Falls County Park off of 183 at 6 p.m., we will have a short business meeting and then a fox hunt. It's really more of a amateur family social event. Gil KS4YX will also have a POTUS station set up earlier in the afternoon. So if you're interested in seeing what that's about, come a little early. This is N9GSX. Does anyone need any fills on the announcement? Have any weather reports or need anyone that has checked in before we let them secure?
N9GSX, I'll give you a check-in. This is Kilo 54 Charlie Lima Delta, KL4 CLD Allen. Up here in the Golden State, no traffic. Just for anyone who doesn't have any weather reports, I believe Tommy's still running in head on 147, 135. KNOH, so if you guys have anything to pass on, he added active. I didn't know if you guys knew that, but you probably do. Other comments? Good evening, sir. Everyone else on the net. Hope everyone's doing well tonight.
And good evening, Alan. Well, I'm not sure why they're not hooked up to Warren's, but we're running a combined Skywarn and Thursday night net here. Thank you for checking in with us, Cap or CLD. Also letting us know that they are up on the Caesar's Head repeater. Apparently they're having some technical difficulties tonight.
And they normally link it. It's not their schedule. Not said they had something going wrong with the files up there, and Billy says that the backup didn't work, so he's got to go in and retrieve some links and stuff. So it can be active, and I've linked them together for them too sometimes. So if you guys need it, just let me know.
All right, no problem. Well, I think no worse than it is right now. We can handle it for the time being. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being there, Alan. All right, any station wishing to secure me do so, we appreciate you joining us. Hope you return Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. for the nets here on the Warren system repeaters. We will also stand by on frequency until the severe warnings go away in the event we need to take severe weather reports and pass those along to the National Weather Service. This is M9GSX Net Control. We'll now transition over to the roundtable portion of the net. Please leave gaps between the transmissions in the event someone has severe weather report. Just break into the conversation. We'll take your report and pass it along as needed.
78, Interstate 95 southbound, Boulevard. Engine 18 and truck centers. Motor vehicle accident. At exit 78, Interstate 95 southbound, Boulevard.
This is MIGSX for topic tonight because to be appropriate, we are in the severe weather season, and severe weather season in the south is this time of year, and then later in the late summer also has the second peak. And one of the things that you're over and over and over is to report if you have reportable criteria. And some people may ask, what is reportable criteria for a severe weather net? The things that are reportable criteria on any severe weather net would be damaging winds that's causing damage, particularly trees. It's important to give information when you're giving those kind of reports. If trees are being damaged, is the tree being broken off? Is the tree being uprooted? Is it a healthy tree? And if possible, do you know the approximate size of the tree when talking about trees being damaged by wind? Also, if buildings are being damaged, what type of building and what type of damage? Extreme heavy rains in excess rate of 2 inches per hour. And you can break that down by, 15 minutes. If you're getting over a half inch in 15 minutes, or an inch in 30 minutes, or an inch and a half in 45 minutes, or 2 inches in an hour, that would be reportable criteria. Ponding or gathering of water in roadways that normally do not gather or collect water is another thing. Ponding of water or urban flooding. Pretty much anything causing damage. Hail larger than a nickel quarter, $50, softball, golf ball, tennis ball, those type of things. As soon as they get a relative size of the hail. And of course, if you're a trained spotter, know what to look for. A funnel, a rotating funnel, a rotating thunderstorm, or severe indications of thunderstorms such as overshooting tops.
In the dark?
Severe inflow or outflow, funnel clouds, tornadoes, those types of things are definitely interested in and reportable criteria. Winds greater than 58 mile an hour, hail larger than a nickel, wind causing damage to buildings or trees, funnel clouds or tornadoes on the ground. All those things are reportable criteria.
To Agent 78.
In addition to those, during the severe weather net, you may be asked to gather information. Any information requested is also reportable criteria. An example may be that they're trying to get information of any damage or conditions of a particular cell in a particular area. An example might be, again, this is an example, not real life, an example. If the National Weather Service needed to know the conditions of the storm moving through Townsville, then you would report what you've seen in actual fact, what you know. If you're not sure, state the word unsure, but this is what I've seen or appears, particularly in regard to a funnel or a tornado or something like that. If you're unsure, just say, I'm unsure, but I think I seen, except whatever you want to report. Those are important information when you're asked to give information or conditions on a particular storm.
You to the Agent 78. So if you come off of the boulevard, northbound, you get on the inside lane.
Probably the most important part of any weather report, whether you're reporting it over the air or over the social media, over the telephone, is the time of the event. What was the time of the event? Who are you reporting it? And a location that's referenced from an official state map. An example would be 2 miles east of Walhalla on State Road 183. And then you could also give a cross street, such as State Road 183 and Fowler Road, 2 miles east of Walhalla.
Richard copy. 336 hours.
The time and the location and who you are is just as important as the damage you're reporting. If you're giving a delayed report, which are also important in the events of tornadoes or severe damage, just state the word delayed report and then give the time of the event to the National Weather Service. That information is used when they do the surveys later on to determine the extent of damage and what caused it. This is N9GSX net control for the Coney County Skywarn and the Thursday night net. If you have any weather reports that need to be turned in at this time or so, please call now.
Richard copies. 2037 hours.
Okay, hearing none, this is N9GSX net control. Anyone sticking around for comments or ragchew? Again, we'll run this simultaneous until the net's done, and then we'll also stick around as long as there's severe weather in the area. In 9GSX, anyone stick around for comments?
I'm just trying to ascertain if we were going to on it, and if we were to still go ahead and send the blocking unit for them.
And 9GS6, KJ48
Relay to engine 18.
Engine 18.
Go ahead, Shane, and 9GS6.
Yeah, you can reduce it to
Yeah, I was gonna ask you something about
truck 7.
how I can figure out something right quick.
Rescue company
It ain't
turnaround.
got nothing to do with the weather or nothing, but
Richmond copies engine 18, truck 7 to handle. All other companies return to service.
In position.
Go ahead, Shane, no problem.
So 18 and truck 7 remain on scene. All others are disregarding.
alright, I've been trying to figure this out here
Engine 18, truck
last
7.
2 or 3 days
And all
to
other companies return to
how I
service.
can fire this thing up. I'm trying to get my radio picking up like a on-air sign, but I want it to change colors. You know, green for receive and red for
Relay to engine 18.
red
Sorry.
for transmit. How would I go about doing that?
It's in the menu. Your fang banger.
Truck 7 was asking if we need additional
Well, the
relay.
easiest way is if it's got a relay, that light, the relay in normal position would be green, and when the relay is triggered, it will go to red, and tie that to the amplifier push-to-talk circuit. It would probably be on the back side of the radio if you're talking about HF.
Yeah, I was gonna hook it up to try to hook it up to both of them. So I need a couple of relays. Alright, KQ405, second attempt. Yeah.
Well, that'd be the easiest way I can think of. Now, if you want to do it the other way, you can look up and find an RF detect circuit, and depending on what kind you get, you might be able to wrap a wire around the coax, and the RF detect circuit detect when you are transmitting and key the relay. That'd be another way to do it. If you don't have an external push-to-talk circuit, you might have to do one of those two things. Now, the other way is if you have a foot switch push-to-talk that has an extra set of contacts in it, you could wire up to that also. Another way you could do it is take your microphone into a junction box and pick off the push-to-talk to key the relay that way.
There's still all kind of radio he's using.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, can I run it off of like the data thing or like the amplifier, where you can see the amplifier
Whoops.
and run a relay switch like that.
Sorry.
Now, you can do that if you got an amplifier key.
Okay, so I guess we're talking about HF.
The biggest problem was soldering that little pin, on the coax. That was a real chore. And the first two, I just got to put something on there, and I had to do some filing of the solder to get the pin to fit in the connector. But once I got the idea not to use much solder, made sure that the starting angle would be any extra solder. It was okay. There's a little teeny hole you have to put the solder in, and I couldn't do it if I didn't design glasses.
Side conversation on the DMR. It's not part of the net.
Yeah, I've worked pins like that, and that is the key. Don't have any solder on the tip. And just pass the heat through it, and then put the solder in the hole. And it helps to have
VNAs if I couldn't find the ones that came with it. So somehow they disappeared. So now I've got keys for it, so I can experiment with the nano. I'm gonna wait for the next year to see by 48.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I actually purchased that same thing, SMA, same coax twin N connector, for, because some of my coax, I got on a couple of rolls off of eBay, LMR, and it came with an N on one end, which I didn't care. I liked them for a lot of things. And then one of the amps has two ends, so, it's a mishmash, that's okay. But yes, when you go use the VNA, and then I finally found a bayonet coax, so it's got a bayonet on one end and little test clips, those hook clips like for integrated circuit, a dip package or something. I found that, and I've got an adapter that goes to the VNA, so I'm kind of battling that I need to test to make sure it's a 4-to-1 well. So I'll talk to you about that on which or Peter, and maybe you can give me some pointers. But yeah, let me stand by for the net. Anyway, take you for it, and if I will be standing by.
It looks like the Anderson, South Carolina area is kind of out of danger from the storm system coming through. I'm going to give it a few more minutes, and we'll continue to listen to the informal net and weather net combination. Once again, listening to the, well, let's see. I'm not going to show that.
KQ4 NFI. This is K4LPB.
KQ4.
Listening to the Warren's repeater system, WARNS.
Must have been the one there on 28th Church Street accident today.
It's in Anderson, South Carolina. Anderson County, South Carolina.
Correct. Well, thanks for letting us know. I hope everybody's okay. Get audio, you're going to get some echo if you can. I was hoping to get a little information tonight, but the storm's taking up all the news, so I'm not sure. But I rode with him during the bike ride. He was listen to it through Grandmeister, sort of across the network. So, but you sound fine. Go right ahead. We got right up to you rode with him on the bike ride. It cut out.
Well, I mean, I know like audio wise it should be good as long as it's not getting choppy or anything. I guess that's what I should have said. So yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. But anyway, all right, that was it. I just wanted to make sure I was able to get in and everything. Reasonable and not choppy or anything. So I'll stand by.
This is him, that GSX. I believe his battery must have went out on him. That's Control KY4Z. There you go, you're back. Go ahead. Sorry, my battery died and I didn't realize it was that low.
Oops.
That's no problem. Where did you say you rode with him on the bike ride and then it dropped out? Yeah,
the Type 1 driver owns that business, so I'm hoping that due to the hour, no one was in the building.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
First recovered at 23 patient contact, 2049 hours.
Anything else there, Robert?
No, the other thing I got is I just got that single link soundboard device, and I was hoping maybe Tuesday night, if I get there early enough in the meeting, if I could get some help setting that up.
Well, we'll certainly try to.
All right, much appreciated, KY4NZ, back to net.
All right, no problem, Robert. Good to hear you tonight, and I hope things is well and you got some good news here this last 2 weeks. KY4NZ and the group N9GSX. All right, anyone have any severe weather to report? We still have a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. We have 2 current severe thunderstorm warnings.
Strawberry Street Market.
They've let the one cancel and they've just changed the other one
415,
to
Strawberry
farther
Street
over
at
towards
Strawberry Street Market. Cross streets on Stewart Avenue and Park Avenue. On pack, Channel 2. Time out, 2050.
This N9GSX severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect till 9:15 p.m. for central Abbeville and northwestern Greenwood counties. At 8:45 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles northwest of Abbeville, or 4 miles southwest of Due West, moving east at 35 mile an hour. Hazard 60 mile an hour wind gust, quarter size hail. Radar indicated.
What the heck was that?
We will have some more thunderstorms rolling through the area throughout the evening, and we will stand by for those that may have severe weather warnings and information for a while yet. So, does anyone have any severe weather reports or comments for the net? If so, please call net control.
It's like we've had some rain for a while. Light rain. All right, sounds like they're out of trouble for now. It's almost been a full hour for the net. Almost a full hour for the video. Got this far, appreciate you watching this long.
This is N9GSX. All right, any other comments, check-ins, questions? Please call now.
This is William, K4ARX. You're watching the American Radio X-Ray on YouTube.
Please check in, KQ4ZYU. That's Kilo Quebec 4. Entry, Uniform, Allen, and Piedmont. Got a comment for Chase.
I'd like to recognize KQ4ZYU, Alan. Good evening, Alan. Go ahead.
Getting into all this, I ended up buying a Striker 965 radio and an antenna. It was supposed to be the 10-meter radio. An interesting thing is the antenna was a little bit thick. It was a magnet mount. But the antenna would light up when you were transmitting with blue LEDs all the way around the antenna base. It might be something for Shane to look into. I guess it got it off the way of signal. As you mentioned something earlier.
5720,
Not sure how to do it. It must be
Truckee.
20th
Thur.
Street. Blue LED
5720,
light up
Swanson Road.
here.
Cross streets are off Orchard Avenue and Louisville Lane. On tap channel 2. Timeout, 2053.
Alright. Well, LEDs would be pretty easy, I guess. Just tapping in anywhere in there, as long as it's got enough of the RF to draw current, it could light up the LEDs that way. So they probably got it tapped off somewhere there in the base of the antenna to detect the current going to the antenna itself.
Works or whatever, but you're probably right, but I'm sure you could look it up on the internet. And one thing I thought about was putting an optic coupler on it, and the power from the RF might trigger the optic coupler.
In the 18 from the town
That DC voltage to power a relay to turn on the lights if you want to do something like that. Anyway, I just had to mention
Yeah,
that.
one more to the area that I feel trying to manage that description. 18 times, you think, sir?
Okay, well, I'm not sure what, I'd have to look at that. I'm sure it would work. The optic coupler would work as long as you could get enough current to trigger the transistor in the optocoupler. But you'd have to have, I would think, an external voltage source to the coupler also. So I guess it would work the same.
Engine
I'd have to
16.
think about that, but you're probably right.
1715, Bellevue Avenue, and Imperial Plaza 3, Foxwood Building. Engine 16. Abdominal pain. 1715, Bellevue Avenue, and Imperial Plaza 3, Foxwood Building. Cross Street Plus, the light road in the main road. On tap channel 2. Timeout, 2055.
To Richmond.
All right, very good. Well, have a good evening, Alan, and thanks for being there. And you're be more than welcome to come over Tuesday night to the meeting and gathering there. We'll have some fun. We're gonna have a brand new Fox tonight. So that will be some fun there, I think. That's N9CSX. Any other comments or questions or reports, please call now.
For a while, I need to know where we file UFO reports for strange flashing lights over in the 6 Mile area, because it sounds like there's soon to be a bunch of strange flashing lights over there.
I think you're right, Rick. I think you're right. We'll have to turn that into the, what is that? X-Files office.
Yeah, from West Union, I saw Shane's eyes light up with the thought of an antenna that lights up sitting up on top of his trailer also. So we'll have that lighting up. We'll have his amp lighting up. Yeah, we'll just have everything in there.
Well, I guess whatever trips your trigger.
Yeah. Anyway, it'd be funny. Be fun to see, actually. All right, stay here for a while, and I'm going to get out of here and go QRT. And now that it's not raining, I'm going to go out here and walk these animals and let them do their nightly thing. Stay here for a while.
KJ4 Wild Low and the group N9CSX. Well, thanks, Rick. Appreciate you being here tonight and everyone else. As far as the Thursday night Tech Talk Thursday net, is there any other comments or check-ins? And control KY40 with comments. Go ahead, Robert. Good thing I don't get my CB that much, or Rick will be reporting me all the time with my blue Century with that tractor antenna I have. Does it light up too? It sure does. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. I'll be probably coming to the meeting Tuesday night from work, so I'll have it. So anybody that wants to check it out, we can.
Looking at your notes, is a domestic or verbal disturbance. What? Can you give me a little bit more information?
All right. Well, we'll check that out too. See how that works. Or see it do it. I guess I'm sure it's tapping off somewhere in the base there and getting enough current to trigger the LEDs. That'll take much current.
Good that the neighbors called it in. Looks like a female was on the floor crying for help.
Yeah, I just always kind of find it surprising because it's up on the roof. I only ever get to see it light up, so hopefully it still lights up. Oh, I'll bet it does. I'll bet it does. KY4Z back to net.
Go ahead, contact.
Visual copy, check 8.
73, Robert. Yeah, go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, KJ4LXD. Back in the 70s, we used to take little neon light bulbs and wrap each end of the wire, the neon light bulbs around the stator of the antenna, and 4 watts on CB, you keyed up, and boy, they light up bright. Use that running an amplifier. You can take a 100-watt light bulb and hold it there and light that light bulb up with it. So that's my experience here with lighting up antennas. And so I had one other question for you. Okay, my voice all hold out on me. Just followed about got me. I know the dues are due now, and if I don't make it to the meeting, where do I send them? And it's probably the same amount as it was last year, correct?
$25 per person or 30 for the family. You send it to me or send it to Gil, either one.
Okay, well, I still got one of them applications from last year, and it's got Gil's on it there, so I didn't know whether to still send it to him or what. I didn't know what the how the elections turned out this time, but anyways, we'll get it sent in sometime around the first of the month then. And oh yeah, there used to be a program on TV, just a fiction program, and it was about 2 astronauts. It was flying around the Earth, orbiting the Earth. And they always mentioned 6 Mile, South Carolina was one of them's home. I can't remember the name of the program to save my life, but I wished I could. I've tried to remember that for years now. But I used to watch that thing, and they always mentioned 6 Mile, South Carolina if one of them's home. So that might be what's happening over there with Shane. Shane may be lighting up to identify for them. Anyways, I'll turn it back over to Ned, KJ4LHD.
Okay, Bobby. Well, I don't remember that show, but I wouldn't have necessarily caught 6 Mile, South Carolina if it was an old show. Back then, it wasn't from the area, so it wouldn't have triggered anything. I remember that the George of the Jungle cartoon referenced Muncie, Indiana an awful lot on that one. And Dave Letterman sometimes would mention Muncie, Indiana because he went to Ball State University and some of his things. But that's the only ones I remember about Muncie. But of course, when the what was the alien movie? Close Encounters of the Third Kind or something like that. That was supposedly filmed there in Muncie, Indiana too.
Oh, I did not know that one was filmed up there now. And speaking of Indiana, everyone's okay up that way, I'm assuming, through all these tornadoes and floods and everything that's been going on. I know some parts was affected up there as well.
KJ4LHD in the group, N9GSX. Yes, as far as I know, one of my nieces, one of the tornadoes there on the second, come, I guess within a quarter mile where she lived, and some of the others was a little farther away than that. So everybody so far has been good that I've heard. There is some major flooding in the areas, but none of them have been flooded out yet either, as far as where they are. But it's definitely going on in that area. And that movie wasn't filmed there, but they reference it as though it was made there. But when you see the guy in the utility truck get out where the railroad tracks are, I think it's when he first sees the UFO, and they're on Cornbread Road, was the crossing right next to the plant, Warner plant there in Muncie. That they're make believe that's where they're at.
KJ4LHD in the group. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand now. I misread you all ago there. Yeah, they're referencing it. Test spread being there. Oh, that is a wild there. It sure is. Yeah, I knew that the storm was up in the area there now, and I was just wondering. I knew my folks on up around the area, and up in that area was spared. Some of them down around Tennessee, Kentucky area has been flooded to some extent, but they're all safe as well. So, yeah, I was just wondering about your folks there now in that area where you was from and all.
Well, I appreciate you asking, but everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. So, that's a good deal.
Yes, it's been a wild spring for sure there so far, and just hope it kind of settles down and we get a little bit of break from some of these bad storms. But otherwise, there, we for every time we hear of a place, you know, that's been hit hard or whatever, and all, we pray. And that was bad by that helicopter this afternoon. As well than all there. And all 6 of those perished.
Get your thoughts there together.
Yeah, it's never good when you have a crash of an airplane or helicopter. It's sure enough miracle when people survive them.
It is for sure there. You know, we went through a long time without having very many, and then all of a sudden this year it's been just like, you know, every time you turn around you hear one going down somewhere.
Well, it sure seems that way anyhow. Seems like a lot of them here recently anyways.
Yes, sir, for sure on that. Yeah, on another note there, I reckon these tariffs on China is going to slow our cheap radio stuff down coming from that area. I guess we might as well just start building them here in the USA and be done with it.
They ain't gonna be doing no fang bangers over here.
Well, time will tell, sure enough. Time will tell. We'll just see what happens and all. But anything can happen now.
I was waiting to see if there's anybody trying to come in there. Sounds like there was a carrier in there when you let loose.
Y'all come on in now. I'll let loose.
This is N9GSX. Someone trying to get in or have a weather report? Go ahead.
Not that kind of let loose, William.
This N9GSX net control looks like the vast majority of the storms have moved to farther east and to the south. There is more coming behind that over near the Chattanooga and Alabama-Georgia line. I don't know if those will stay up in intensity or not. We are under a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. It's N9GSX. Go ahead, Bobby.
All right, we're going to leave it here. Thank you all for watching. William K4ARX, you're watching the American Radio X-Ray.